won and was bullied specifically by Xiaopeng, who will always pick the better matchup, by the way. And if you give him the Rek'Sai Jarvan matchup, he's certainly going to take advantage of it. This is an easy lock-in. Oh.
Looks like maybe going towards the bot lane focus instead.
This is a hard choice, and I can respect it because having the option of Kai'Sa and Nautilus is always something you want to have in your grasp. Knowing you're going into the second phase, not having picked an AD carry really hurts. But we already saw the depth of the champion pool there for Gala. But it's smart from Invictus Gaming just hovering over the Sivir. They'll lock it in, and they'll just ban the Kai'Sa themselves.
Going to clamp down a little bit onto Gala's champion pool, but we've seen him play successfully on multiple AD carries, so I'm not super concerned about this one. But
I think Varus is an option here, if I'm thinking about it. As an AD carry that will not get banned. I mean, IG can easily just say, well, we'll ban both the Kai'Sa and the Varus, and you won't have too many options. You'll likely go towards, what, an Ezreal? Maybe a Tristana. We're just talking about picks that'll do well into Sivir, certainly not the Tristana. So Dominus will have to think through their AD carry options. Vayne has been a successful one for Gala, so I'll give him that.
A lot of options still left open.
This gaming, currently their composition is allowing bot lane shove and a possible dive with Realm Warp being there, Cataclysm there for Jarvan. They want to make it easier to get on top of Gala. If they get his flash, they want to know they can get the kill. So it looks like Invictus Gaming are giving more to, let's say, legitimately the best matchups of Braum and Sivir. It seems like a no-brainer. The Jinx, though, is a great hover. So Jinx has the same attributes. And there's a lot of great lockdown, too. We're talking about the lockdown between Jinx and Thresh. The lockdown between Jinx and Nautilus is just threatening. So I think you lock this in. I know usually the cardinal sin is about talking about hovers, but there's a reason for this hover. And I would love for him to do it. Don't pick the Xayah. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Love to see Jinx, one of my favorite AD carries to see on the big stage. There it is.
Chang. He's recognized this as the lack of AP damage on this team. If you have both Jace in the mid lane, Jinx to the AD carry, the Rek'Sai all in tow, then the problem is, you look to Invictus Gaming, they just start stacking armor, and you have a lot of difficulties of being able to make your claim there. So going towards the Vladimir, they still have a lot of flank pressure. So, and on top of that, if Vladimir's coming from the front, there's a lot of zone there as well for him to just walk right in and allow Jinx to get his damage off. So there we go.
Some flank pressure.
There's a triple teleport on the side of Invictus Gaming.
Oh boy.
Triple teleport with what it seems to be, I'm going to say a big seems, to be a 1-3-1 composition. So Invictus Gaming can send the Shy and Rook. Would be completely fine with that. But if that gets like stacked up with the Nautilus auto attack, the chompers from Jinx, it's a lot of damage that she's going to walk you down with. And all it takes is that one reset for her to go wild in a team fight. So just watch out for her blaring red alarm.
Gala has been the silent carry for the first two games. Xiaopeng usually leads the early game, but then Gala comes in to clean up the late, and now he has an even better champion to do that with here in the Jinx. There's a lot of options here for Dominus Gaming, but Invictus Gaming really want to prove themselves again here. Say, okay, we've cleaned it up. Game number 2, sure, we lost it, but we can bring it back. We can get the series win.
Like for a championship team, and we're going to have a talk about this when we get into game.
Looks like Dominus Gaming want to be saying the same things about themselves. They may not have MSI, but they made it to playoffs, and they want to make a mark on the LPL in the 2019 Summer Split. Let's find out if they can do it in game number 3.
It takes like 50 seconds long. You miss out in the early wards. So Invictus Gaming has a nice ward on Raptor Camp at the moment. So for Dominus, if Rek'Sai, and he will start on red buff, he has an option to make. If he knows that this ward is there, if he goes to Raptor Camp, they know where he's going. The best value of that ward is that they can see him pathing top side, or they can see him pathing back bot side towards the Krugs. And so Jackie11 and Lucas would have to be aware of a possible in like level 2, level 3. So that is always going to be a possibility. I love the fact that that ward is there. We're seeing it a lot in competitive play, especially with the Scuttle Crab coming out in 3 minutes. It's a lot more valuable.
We'll be looking for that. And of course, the Shy going for the Klepto. Unsurprising here in the top lane. But I'm going to be looking a lot of my focus down towards this bottom lane, because if Gala can get rolling again, like we were saying, there is so much lockdown.
We'd see it as a... Oh, no, she's going to die.
Oh, there it is. That's the first CC. Forces the flash out, but Gala has the lethal tempo. Procty's not going to go for any autos with it, just instead preferring to farm out the wave.
Able to take advantage of it, make use of your lethal tempo whenever you want to, because, of course, Ricochet ends up hitting the champion. You're like, well, I'm just going to have to wait for the cooldown to come right back up. So we'll see what she ends up getting.
Kiss for his AD carry.
Yep, that's true.
Mid lane. Xiaopeng deciding side might be looking to gank for the Shy this time.
I think Jace would have been able to see the Raptors being pulled into the bush. That's my expectation. Always hard to tell where Xiaopeng is, but Xiaopeng is on the farthest side of that map, so he's not even going to be anywhere near the Jace if skirmish was to happen. So he's making the best call to be on the right side.
Another engage down in the bottom lane. Not a whole lot going to come of
one great attribute, and I'm going to talk about Ning for a little bit, because he ends up going for lane ganks, sitting there for a long time in these bushes. So a lot of times teams have been getting a great understanding of how much effort or time he puts into.
And the Crimson Rush will help him quite a lot. They're not quite in tower range, but supportal combat comes out nonetheless.
He held it for the wave to be in.
Oh, Ning's coming down.
I mean, that literally does nothing. Ning actually has to leave.
Well, 3v1 he could dive maybe, but he doesn't know that. So Changhong going to be back up here in the top lane. He's still struggling in this matchup. Hasn't hit level 6 yet.
My mind, that would just be the worst use of time for him, because double summoners that are up for Gala, and on top of that, there's just nothing of experience or of value on the bot side of the map. So if that doesn't work out, then he's
a problem for him. Going to pick it up will be the Mountain Drake as well. So it'll give them a lot of tower taking potential with the Jinx as your AD carry as well. That's just a beautiful combo.
Yeah, we'll see what we end up getting as a reroll. Like, I'm always really interested in what the next dragon's going to be. If it's something to fight over, remains the Mountain Dragon. So double Mountain. What I love whenever it comes, not to just the first dragon, because I mean, unless if it's Ocean Dragon, then it means the world. But like, it's the second dragon that really makes the biggest difference. The second dragon is just going to stack on the first. Like double Mountain Dragon, certainly it changes everything. So it turns Mountain Dragon to being the most useless in the early game, now being something you need to contest for. Dominus has a great bear.
Rotate up towards the top side of the map. Scuttle Crab going to be spawning soon, of course. Xiaopeng hasn't hit level 6 yet, but he's going to go for his back as Ning tries to adventure around and scout him out. Twyla going to have to be careful of a gank at this point.
We know you want a ward, Twyla.
Just hit the button.
He got 2 charges. No, well, no, you didn't.
Wow. It's ridiculous.
And so at this point, it's smart for, of course, Jarvan to go back to his camps, be able to farm right back up. Expect Xiaopeng and Mark to look towards the mid lane, especially when Mark hits level 6, to try and see if he can get Rookie.
Give him a little bit of time for that one.
Yeah, and it's still incredibly dicey to ever pick a skirmish in towards a Braum. If you try it, he has a heal for himself. He can reposition on towards Sivir. He has the flash, so that's not even a...
Got the blue buff this time. It's his own. Last time he stole. Finally, Ding's level 6 as well. Rookie's looking for the kill, potentially under tower.
Turn kill onto Ning. But take a look at the wave being missed out on Twyla. So Twyla's going to be in a tough position, already behind in CS, but only going to get worse. Blue buff to back. Easy. In fact, even flashing for the empowered rune prison to get the kill.
Oh, but Mark and Xiaopeng are sitting in the river. They see this. If Changhong can stall for long enough, he should be able to save his own life. I think he still has the pool. He does. He waited for it. The Shy in a whole lot of trouble. Ultimate comes out. The Shy takes him down, but that's a flash.
Really? I think.
Violet
doesn't have flash. Let's see.
DQ.
There we go. Rush would have been alive if he had it. The Shy recognized that he need to kill him instantly, was able to get that with the ultimate done. So congratulations to the Shy. Still died off that play. So Dom instantly gets the kill. So Changhong is not able to survive any Ning. The minion wave, the bodyguards, they're only as smart
as the player hiding behind them.
I would have actually gone as the developers want them to be, but you know what? You're rude. you calm down now.
Poor Ning. It's okay. He'll survive on the back of this fight as Rookie tries to dive the tower for a little bit of extra damage.
Well done from Invictus Gaming. Fight worked out so well for Invictus Gaming to start. You could see Rookie roaming to the bottom side of the map. just to be able to help him out. Twyla's got this. He's got this kill for sure.
No!
Doesn't
have flash. Lucas is there to body block it.
I just loved the idea, the wall just coming up slowly. I'll get there to you at some point, my friend.
Dun, 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 dun. We did get that, and Ning got the Mountain Drake afterwards. Let's take a look at that bottom.
Great start to try and get the kill on Nagala. As you already mentioned, both flash and heal used to back up in a way. Still, not enough damage on the side of Gala because he cannot even get close to this side. He was so close to getting the extra bit of damage on Jackie as well. The shock blast coupled up. Seems like there's another fight happening.
This time it's under the tower. Changhong. Come on, man. That was an obvious bait with the spell shield, but that's okay. Depth charge going to go on to the Shy in the top lane. Dredge line to follow with the auto attack. The Shy incredibly low. Going to get taken out. And Jinx is excited as Gala wants to take down this top lane tower. Ning, I don't think you want to be there, buddy.
You don't want to.
Going to get chased down a little bit. No slows to follow up, though, because Gala does not have the zap for him.
There's a lot of gold coming into the pockets of Jinx here. She's going straight towards... Oh, okay, we'll see what she ends up going for. At this point in time, Gala is able to continue to get the damage for herself, open up the map, which is more important as well. Really force them into the team fight situations. Then I would be more concerned to, let's say, the Baron fight that could happen 6 minutes from now, 7 depending on when they decide to value it. Thankfully, Invictus Gaming being able to split up the Mountain Dragons, so that's no longer a concern. The next one's going to be Ocean, so all of that, the whole issue's been evaded.
Still a fast Baron take from this team, however, at the very least. It does look like Gala ended up going for the Infinity Edge. I was wondering what happened. I think what ended up happening was he started to go for the Storm Razor, but was like, wait, I have fat sacks of gold. Let me go for the Infinity Edge instead. So he's still got the Kerchase Shard in his inventory. Dominus, they're putting the pain onto the Shy once again. Proto Belt not going to be able to save you there, buddy, as Twyla takes his second kill of the game.
Yeah, easy pickup. One story that doesn't get told a lot is like bad back timing. If you back the awkward gold amount, literally just like 800 gold, and all you can really purchase reasonably is a Kerchase Shard, you'll just go for it. Like, that's just extra bit of damage technically, even though it's not as efficient, that he was able to nail for himself. And he's going to be going into the Runon's Hurricane anyway, so that's something that I would expect him to be building from the beginning. So that was the likely story here. At the end of the day, though, Invictus Gaming has finally found themselves at a consistent lead. They haven't had that the entire series long when it's come to the mid-game. 15 minutes into the game and finally able to start nailing this down. Great point from Rookie to be on side lane, something that they haven't been able to accomplish in the international events. It's just that, when they have a composition that allows for a 1-3-1 or just a simple split push, just go for it. So it's really putting Changhong in a really tough position.
Unsurprising, considering that he's been in a tough position for at least 2 games straight now. This one a little less tough than the last one, but still having problems nonetheless. Hasn't really hit the sustain he needs. Yes, he's hit the level 9 mark, but doesn't really have enough AP to make up for all the poke damage he takes.
And I'm taking a look at Dominus's composition. I'm saying, who is going to put a champion in execute range for Jinx to really get excited and really run rampant in these team fights? I don't see anybody with that. Leave that feed. So it's going to take a long time, and it's really on Dominus to wave clear to a point where Runon's Hurricane is picked up from Gala, and he can't, not Runon's, my bad, I mean Rapid Fire Cannon.
He gets the items. Ning in a whole lot of trouble, flashes away, the teleport coming in from the Shy.
Oh!
But it's going to be a double teleport instead, and now the ultimate saves Xiaopeng for a little bit of pain, but not all of it as Twyla has to flash away. He's getting chased down by Jackie Love and the Shy. Jackie Love with the flash and the damage. The crit going to take out Twyla. The pull Proto Belts away. He's going to be safe for now.
Get me out of here.
He's not having a fun time this game.
This series has been a tough one for him. Consistently on the weak
yeah.
side. So yeah, let's take a look at this. It's fun because this was a a perfectly timed fight for Dominus. 4 members were at base at this point. They had made their recall. 3 members still coming onto the map, but of course you have double teleport coming through, counteracts this play entirely, and the 2 members from Dominus were still sitting in the mid lane. So a little bit unfortunate.
And the Shy coming back to lane. Got his maxed out W.
They were taking a look at his Klepto procs. I would much rather see how much gold he has currently sitting on. Huge CS advantage that he's had over Chang Hong, even though he's not being matched against him at this point of the game. But he's been really getting a lot of gold for this.
Oh, this is a problem for Dominus. Mark is in a whole lot of trouble. Doesn't have a depth charge to use or already used it. Now Chang Hong in the middle of a bunch only lands the Hemoplague onto one, so he's not going to be able to find a whole lot of healing with it. And now the double kill for Ning on the bottom side of the map. So Invictus Gaming just get a free... It's weird in this slower game with less of a lead that they haven't had from the beginning and haven't been able to push. Dominus start to fall behind. They start to make these mistakes. Invictus Gaming have picked up a 6K gold lead for themselves. They're up a dragon. They're up 2 towers.
This is the IG that we wanted to see at an international, or at least what we saw at Worlds. Invictus Gaming that certainly slowed the pace of the game down and has played it to their composition. That when we're seeing like Rookie on Rise, he's not essentially team fighting with it consistently. He's trying to get a shove in mid lane and try and punish by Realm Warp on Realm Warp drop on side lane on Chang Hong. We just start out of being on the side of the map, so they're continuing to keep Dominus in these side lanes so they can never team fight. We'll see if they can find something.
Oh, Rookie getting engaged on. They might be able to find him, but Ning's here on the... There's the zap. There's the follow-up auto from Gala. Lethal Tempo's proc. Can he get the kill? He has the rapid-fire autos.
Got him!
So much damage. The ultimate from Xiaopeng going to be able to get the kill there, and now Lucas is in a whole lot of trouble himself. 2 kills there for Dominus.
Right next to the Baron Pit, too. This game was looking good.
Woo!
And I was starting to sing the praises of Invictus Gaming, and they make one boneheaded play, specifically Ning EQing forward. What was that? It was looking great. I understand you take the skirmish, Rise dies for all of it. That's fine. You still have a bot lane that's pushed in your favor, but you take the fight, and it seems like you're about to lose the Baron buff.
Gala will be able to make sure that's secured with all that DPS. Just a fun little depth charge away from the Shy. Keep him out of the fight.
Now, this is the part of the game that Invictus Gaming was ready. Like, you look at the composition that Dominus has, and you're just, all you want is for them to not get these kills, not stall out the game. And this is, you know, the very start of, you should be aware that Dominus is certainly going to come to respond as well to the fight. And it comes to an entire chase, you know, you're going to get followed, it's going to happen. So, I don't want to see the entirety of it. I mean, I guess we are anyways. But it's these small errors that result in these massive openings. And now for Dominus, they've got it.
Perfect, and Dominus back in it. Once again, you have almost the double Zeal items completed there for Jinx. Gala 3-0-1. Despite all the craziness, despite all the fighting Raz, Gala's still deathless.
Now, this is when I look to the Colonel and say that you're going to be tilting that one up towards Dominus very soon. I have a lot of faith that that 3K goal lead is going to be made up for. We'll have to see if they can respond to this one properly. Vladimir has to be basing at this point. There's nothing you can get on this side of the map.
Looks like they're confident in the wave clear for the time being because Chang Hong is staying on the bottom side of the map.
Okay, let's see what we can get. He doesn't have teleport. Teleport advantage will be there for the Shy. We'll have it soon enough. Okay, he's basing. Perfect.
Just wanted to get enough gold for the Morello Nauticon, I think.
All right. Okay, well, I don't know how he even saw Ning in the area. But Xiaopeng was getting a little bit too suspicious and finds him with the Seeker, Prey Seeker. Are you kidding me? Is he ghosting?
This man's ridiculous.
Is he on ProView?
Available now for $15 US.
Okay, stocked up. Does he have Flash? Yeah, Xiaopeng still has Flash. There we go.
He was trying to save it as best he could. Did end up needing to use it in the end, though.
It's okay that they're losing Ocean Dragon. I'm not too concerned. It may be a second Ocean, but these team fights are not poke-heavy from the side of Dominus. They may have the Shock Blast there from Twyla, but past that point, they're all invested in these all-in fights. So I'm looking at how it's going to be playing out. Dominus still has a very scary composition to deal with.
Look at the items they've picked up as well, because you have Xiaopeng. He's picked up the GA, so he can dive even further, even deeper, and still be alive. Ning has not yet finished his. And you look at the AD carry position. Gala, 3-0-1, 230 CS. But more importantly, 3 items. He's got the double Zeal items. He's got the rapid fire cannon for the range. He's got the Runin's Hurricane for the AoE damage, and the Infinity Edge for a fat amount of AD on top of it.
He's cashed out.
He's got what he needs for the next team fight. The question is when it's going to come.
And another question mostly comes in the fact that, remember when we were having a discussion between Vladimir and Sion? He needs space and time to deal with these fights. And his front lines just don't exist at this point in time. At this point in time, it's Mark, who is a support that doesn't have the gold and can, whittle away, or a Vladimir who's been really put behind this game. So
feels like it's anyone's game. Invictus Gaming do still have the gold lead, but it has shrunk considerably. Last time we checked in, it was 6K, and as you mentioned, back down to 3.
Aiming to still sit themselves on sideline. Do not find yourself in a full 5v5 situation, because that's where the largest margin of error it really is contained in. Ning is waiting.
Isn't he always, Raz?
Oh, he's waiting, by the way. Oh my god. Ah,
this is going to be ridiculous. I'm excited for it, but it's going to be ridiculous.
At this point, I don't know what he's going to do, because a dive underneath tower is not viable, and he is so far away from his team. If they find Chang Hong there, if they see him, then they can turn it. Walk up and EQ on top of a champion. Could be Xiao Peng.
I think worked out for him. Hemoplague will almost take down Rookie. He has the shield, but
take a look at that. I mean, I said it from the beginning, that Ning's positioning was more detrimental than anything, because he has no position to engage on. You will not die. That just will not happen. You don't have the damage to go for it. And you do not see the Vladimir in that bush, so you can't even make that turn. And the huge
at this point,
that's okay.
And it turns out it was. No sneaky Baron play is going to come in from Invictus.
They're forced to stay, or you base and you lose the Baron buff. So they realize, and the whole play seems to be unwrapped around Baron buffs. Dominus is taking a step back.
Rather, by Rookie.
Or there's a follow-up Q. Like, you're a carry that is now in a very vulnerable position because of that ultimate. And that's the way you have to see it. So I want to see what we can do here from Dominus. It seems like Rise has decided to keep with the team, doesn't want to make it.
They at the very least see that nobody's on the Baron buff for the time being. And if they stall out long enough, it will be back up. But I feel like that's a little optimistic even for me.
It's a lot of good damage.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's sad. When they go back into the VOD review, they're wondering, why didn't we just, like, how did they just stay so calm and cool?
That's exactly how they got spotted. But the Shy is split pushing in the bottom lane right now. Needs to find an answer eventually. Someone here from...
They should start it now. Knowing that they have the mid lane push, that Kennen has actually forced the Vladimir or anybody bot side. They will not have known that it was going to be a Vladimir, but they know that Kennen is going to force somebody. And these are great flank boards that they are sitting there for Kennen to come make the play to go for the Baron buff. And now, if you're IG, you slow it down even more, put yourself on side lanes, and bleed Dominus out.
This is a struggle for Dominus right now.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's a problem. Xiaopeng, I mean, the funniest thing is Xiaopeng, I was kind of believing in that 50-50 Baron because we've seen him steal Barons before. But this time didn't work out for him, and now they're stuck in this position where they don't have anyone who can answer the Rise.
That was more of a 1090. There's legitimately not much vision that he had there, and even if he comes into it, like, there is essentially a lot to push him out of that situation. So top of this team, rather than looking for a flank position, they had a lot of flank wards, but he was like, I don't want to overthink it. I'll be here for the team. There's no shot of the Rek'Sai stealing it away from us.
Invictus Gaming now picking up their 4th dragon of the game.
Full build from Jackulov.
Critiche has started happening, and it is painful. Changhong taking a huge chunk of damage from Rookie as well. There is so much damage coming out from Invictus. The inhibitor, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Rookie still pushing it out. They don't even need a 5th member up here to take it down. They will find the mid lane inhibitor. They're rotating down into the bottom lane.
We hit late game Sivir status with the stopwatch that she has as well. And also Rise is just going to be pumping out
in time.
They just have to watch out for the ricochet damage. At this point, it's going to shred team. Oh, Changhong.
Changhong already taking the damage. The Shy jumps in. Death Charge is going to land onto him. Gala still alive. Proc already dodging away from the zap, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus is safe for now.
Wow. Because a lot of teams, when they're put in this situation, they're like, okay, how many teleports we have? 2. How many wars that we have in this right now? We'll have to see if they're cleared out. There are a few right now. I believe there are 2 wards in the base at the moment in time. So just take a look at how this was repelled to begin with. Gala was essentially waiting for the Shy to come out of stasis. And so he can just get the execute damage at least. So he was able to get Rookie, it seemed. AoE damage nailing them down. We're back.
So much damage from those autos. About that one, but there you go. I think Rookie's pretty confident this one's over.
He just wants that blue buff, I guess. He's going to be with his team very soon.
All but gone. The Shy chasing it down. The Nexus exposed. Jackulov goes down. It doesn't matter. He has the GA. And Invictus Gaming, in a 35-minute struggle, finally end it down. They
more so sweating That's like summer heat and then some, but they pick up the win. Congrats.
This